I used to stay with my dad, who was very rude. Corporal punishment was the only solution to him in case I come home late. My mother was away from home pursuing her studies so she could become independent and walk away from domestic violence. Because I did not have a woman to talk to in my home, I didn't know the risk of having sex at the early age and begin having sex at the age of 14. At a very young age of 19, I had my firstborn baby. That hinders me not continue with high-level education. Despite having a baby, my mother never gave up on my education. She used to sit with me for hours to discuss the importance of continuing with my studies. I didn't know what she means, as to me, marriage was the only plan in my head. My mother pushed me to participate in my community. First, with starting a youth group, and then asking if I could volunteer with her organization that was focusing on advocating for women's rights. At her organization in a week, we were receiving more than 40 women who were facing domestic violence, and almost half of them were young girls. Hearing their stories of violence in their homes brought up memories of violence I witnessed in my childhood at home. This made me change my mind about marriage. One night, after a meal, I was updating my mother on the cases from the day. There was something inside me that pushed the words out of my mouth as I told my mother that I need to go back to school. She was very happy. The following day, she searched for a college that offered development courses. Finding one in Kampala, I enrolled. The experience of the college was scary. I did not have a friend to talk to, and to make things worse, the language that were used for communication was only English, and I was not that well conversant. But that did not make me give up. I needed education to be economically independent, so I wouldn't end up reliant on an abusive partner like so many women I had stories from. It takes me months to catch up and manage well all the studies. Lastly, I graduated with flying colors. With the background of my studies, my own experience, and the experience with the women I supported, I feel I adapted to my community. I must support, empower young girls so they can understand their rights and advocate for change. I saw the impact of my work and the work of my mother when I found my own daughter in a cloud of many people discussing issues of early pregnancy and girls' rights. Today, as I look at my daughter, I'm seeing her with lots of courage and determination. She is a girl who can stand up by herself and advocate for her rights, just as my mother pushed me to do.